Good morning everyone. In this video we are going to study about inheritance of gene. So in previous video we started with principles of inheritance and variation chapter, that is chapter 5th. In that so far we have discussed about Mendel and his book, then about why did Mendel choose garden pea plant, then about 7 contrasting characters in garden pea plant studied by Mendel, then about some of the useful definitions which are helpful in understanding the genetics. Now coming to the main topic of the chapter and very important expected question for 5, sometimes for 3 mark, that is inheritance of one gene, or that is also called as law of segregation or law of purity of gametes or monohybrid cross. So this is very important. There are 4 names for the experiment. You already know that Mendel conducted several experiments in garden pea plant in order to study about inheritance concept, that is how actually the character transfer from parents to offsprings. So in order to study that, he conducted several experiments. In that, one such experiment is inheritance of one gene or law of segregation, law of purity of gametes. See, for both of these, that is for law of gametes and law of purity of gametes, there is one statement. See, that statement is very important. That is statement of law of segregation, law of purity of gametes. Both are same. So you need to remember one statement. That is important for 2 mark. See, that will study later, because if I explain you what is actually monohybrid cross or what is law of segregation, after that it is very easy to understand the statement of law of segregation, that is nothing but law of purity of gametes. So the statement I'll tell you later. Now I'll tell you what is actually inheritance of one gene. See, Mendel conducted several experiments where, see, I'm talking about inheritance of one gene. When Mendel conducted several experiments, see, in inheritance of one gene, he crossed tall and dwarf pea plant to study about inheritance of one gene. So this is actually one character, that is if you take 7 contrasting character, in that first character is stem height. Stem height consists of 2 contrasting character. One is dominating, that is tall, one is recessive. So here he is considering only one character, one gene. So that is called as inheritance of one gene. See, not only tallness and dwarfness, you can write any of the example. That means you have this 7 pair of contrasting character. See, if you take any one particular character out of this 7, that is considered as inheritance of one gene or monohybrid cross. When we are talking about monohybrid cross, we are supposed to consider only one character. ಸಿ monohybrid cross ಅಂತ ಬಂದಾಗ ಈ 7 ಕಾಂಟ್ರಾಸ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಕ್ಯಾರೆಕ್ಟರ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವುದಾದ್ರೂ ಒಂದು ಕ್ಯಾರೆಕ್ಟರ್ನ ತಗೋಬೇಕು. ಸಿ ಒಂದು ಕ್ಯಾರೆಕ್ಟರ್ ತೊಗೊಂಡ್ರೂ ಸಹ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಡಾಮಿನೇಟಿಂಗ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ರೆಸೆಸಿವ್ ಇದ್ದೇ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಅದೆರಡನ್ನ ಕ್ರಾಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಏನು ರಿಸಲ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಅದನ್ನು ಸ್ಟಡಿ ಮಾಡೋ ಅಂಥದ್ದು monohybrid cross. Not only stem height, you can take any of them. ಈ 7 ಕಾಂಟ್ರಾಸ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಕ್ಯಾರೆಕ್ಟರ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವುದಾದ್ರೂ ಒಂದನ್ನು ತಗೊಂಡು ಕ್ರಾಸಿಂಗ್ ಓವರ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಏನು ರಿಸಲ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ monohybrid cross. ಸಿ ನಾವ್ ಇನ್ ದಿಸ್ ವಿಡಿಯೋ ಐಲ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೇನ್ ಯು with stem height as an example. So after that it is your work to do the crossing over by taking rest of the characters. So it is not that you have to do with all 7. Now I'll explain this tallness and dwarfness. So for tomorrow you have to do any of the 2 or 3 examples and you have to show me. If you have any doubts, I'll explain with one more example, whichever you want. So that is about inheritance of one gene. That means if you are studying the inheritance concept or crossing over just by taking one character, so that is inheritance of one gene. So monohybrid cross is also same. Mono means single. See, monohybrid cross means, that is, I'll tell you the statement of monohybrid cross now. For this there are different, that means particular statements that I'll tell you later. For monohybrid cross, that is in simple, a cross performed between two parents which are differing in one contrasting character. See, that is a cross performed between two parents. Here tallness and dwarfness are the two parents which are differing. Differing means different or somewhat changed, differing in one contrasting character. See, here character is single, that is stem height. So stem height anta tagondre, that means character ಒಂದೇ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, but that consists of two parents. ಒಂದು ಕ್ಯಾರೆಕ್ಟರಲ್ಲಿ ಬರುವಂಥ ಟೂ ಪೇರೆಂಟ್ಸ್, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಒನ್ ಡಾಮಿನೇಟಿಂಗ್, ಒನ್ ರಿಸೆಸಿವ್. So such cross is called as monohybrid cross. See, for monohybrid cross also there are 2 to 3 definitions. You can write any of them. Now coming to the example. So I have told you already, I'll take stem height as an example. That means stem height anta ನೀವು ತಗೊಂಡು example explain ಮಾಡೋದಾದರೆ, see, while writing example, that is example is stem height. Stem height if you take, in that tall and dwarfness. Tall and dwarf. See, tall means you can easily understand. Tall iruvanthadu, dwarf means opposite to tall, that is very short, but you should not write short. This is the term which is mentioned in the contrasting character table, so you have to use this. Meaning is that, so civil writing example for monohybrid cross, first you have to write parent. See, parent is nothing but in which particular parents we are doing. See, that is one is tall and we are taking a dwarf. That means ಒಂದು ಕ್ಯಾರೆಕ್ಟರಲ್ಲಿ ಬರುವಂಥ ಒಂದು ಡಾಮಿನೆಂಟ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಒನ್ recessive character. So these are considered as parents. Then gametes. So you should not write directly tall, dwarf, then crossing over, and you have to mention this because for each step there will be marks when it is given for 5 marks. See, as this tallness is dominant, I have told you for dominant characters we have to use capital letters. So it is not necessary that you have to use T itself. You can use any of the letters, but it should be capital. But just to avoid confusion, we'll take first letter of the dominant. See, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಡಾಮಿನೆಂಟ್ ಕ್ಯಾರೆಕ್ಟರ್ ಅಂತ ಬಂದಾಗ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕ್ಯಾಪಿಟಲ್ ಲೆಟರ್ಸ್ನೇ ನಾವು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಬಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಟೀನೇ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಏನು ಕಂಪಲ್ಷನ್ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಬಟ್ ಕನ್ಫ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಆಗಬಾರ್ದು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿಬಿಟ್ಟು ಡಾಮಿನೆಂಟ್ ಕ್ಯಾರೆಕ್ಟರ್ದು ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಲೆಟರ್ನ ನಾವು ತಗೋತೀವಿ, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಟಿ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಟಿ. ಆ್ಯಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಅಕರ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ ಪೇರ್ಸ್, ಅಲೀಲ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಬಂದಾಗ 2 ಲೆಟರ್ಸ್ನೇ ನಾವು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವ ಲೆಟರ್ಸ್ ತೊಗೊಂಡಿರ್ತೀವಿ, ಸೇಮ್ ಲೆಟರ್ಸ್ದು ಸ್ಮಾಲ್ ಲೆಟರ್ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ರೈಟ್ ಫಾರ್ ಡ್ವಾಫ್. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಮಾಲ್ ಟಿ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಸ್ಮಾಲ್ ಟಿ ಬರೀಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ವೆನ್ ಇಟ್ ಕಮ್ಸ್ ಟು ಟಾಲ್ನೆಸ್, ಆಸ್ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಡಾಮಿನೆಂಟ್ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಯೂಸ್ ಕ್ಯಾಪಿಟಲ್ ಲೆಟರ್ಸ್. ಫಾರ್ ಡ್ವಾಫ್ನೆಸ್ we have to use small letters of the dominant character. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ capital T, small t, small t. And one more thing, this is homozygous condition. While explaining definition, I have told you what is homozygous. That means when both alleles are same. And this is also homozygous. This is homozygous tall, and this is homozygous dwarf. That means parents, homozygous tall, homozygous dwarf, and these are the gametes. Then, see in both this, we can take one t common. Here also, that is small t as common. Then